All right, what's going on, everybody? Today we are flying the Cessna 150. We're here in Cancun right now. We're going to take a short little trip off to an island called Isla Mujeres. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. All of our exterior pre-flight checks are complete. We did our 24. We checked all of the elevators, ailerons, brakes, etc. So now we're going to go ahead and enter the aircraft and start our startup process. Mind you, I am still learning here, so please don't hit me on the head too hard. And always, guys, just let me know what I can improve on starting this thing up and flying in general. Appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn the alternator and battery on. Everything looks good there. That's our parking brake. We're gonna make sure that's on, and we need to go ahead and double check. We're not gonna do that. I might accidentally. All right, primer, we should be good on that. We'll hold off on the key. We need to look down here to make sure our fuel valve is open. That is. What else do we got? We're gonna, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Mixture, we're gonna push that all the way in. Our throttle, we're gonna bring up to about maybe, let's try 10% or close enough. From there, we're gonna turn our key once and turn it twice. And the third time, we should start up. I feel like I'm really forgetting something. I think we're all good here. So clear prop. And we are live. Now normally I would go ahead and check my oil levels and all that other good stuff. We're gonna go ahead and request our taxi.
Ground WM 223 Whiskey Mike Alpha Tree 59er with uniform. Request taxi for takeoff, departing straight out.
Wow, it's the first time I didn't have a co-pilot.
WM 223 Whiskey Mike Alpha Tree
Always usually have a
59er.
co-pilot.
Taxi to and hold short of runway tree 0 left via taxiway Bravo Bravo for Charlie Charlie 1. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready.
Copy all.
Taxi to and hold short runway tree 0 left using taxiway Bravo Bravo for Charlie Charlie 1.
I don't know how to taxi
WM
to save my life, so
223 Whiskey
hopefully
Mike
there's
Alpha Tree 59er.
a guide that's going to pop up. So I don't need any pushbacks or anything like that, but I am going to watch out for this guy here since he wants to just be right in front of the propeller. Nice brisk walk here. Our RPM's at 1100. I forgot I have the indicator here at the bottom left, so that's good. Map's going to be right there. We are on the right track. Still a little fast here. We don't have incoming. There's no need to. All right, so everything's looking good. All right, so we're looking. I could have sworn it was like a 12 to 15-minute flight. But I'm getting another reading now that it's a 30-minute flight, so we'll see. All right, we're coming up on the runway here. We're gonna stop short to make sure we get clearance for takeoff. Contact tower 181 when ready and request takeoff.
Tower WM 223 Whiskey
Visual
Mike
flight.
Alpha
We
Tree
don't have
59er
a
at
GPS or
runway
anything like
30
that.
left, ready for departure. Straight out departure.
So we will be using a visual navigation,
223 Whiskey Mike Alpha Tree 59er.
even though we have our tablet here.
Altimeter 29er tree flight departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 0 left.
All right, we're clear for takeoff. All right. I'm gonna go no flaps. I didn't listen to the weather, but looks like a beautiful day. All right, speed 40 climbing. 49. 55, we're gonna start our rotate here. Flaps are still at 0, that's good. Speed still climbing. We lost a little bit of our positive rate and we're veering to the left a little, that's fine. Got our positive rate back. We're looking good. Positive rate's going down. Altitude still climbing. 3,000 feet. 1,200 feet. Airspeed 68. Not too pleased with that, but 67, 66. 1,400 feet. I mean, we're climbing. That's good. $1,500. Another thing too, you got to keep in mind the actual plane we're using. You know, this isn't the CJ where you can just go damn near vertical. Well, that's not true. It's not an F-16 where you can go damn near vertical right after taking off. Whoa, get that nose back up. All right, we're coming up on our first turn here to our straight. Not that windy out. Landing should be pretty cool. Not sure how much I want to climb here. I should have got some clarification before taking off how long this flight was. But there's no need to worry about that right now. We're flying to the ocean. It should be an island very close by. All right, overshot that turn a little bit. Gonna get back on track though. All right, let's get up to 3,000 and maybe just cruise that. We are on track here. And you guys know, that we got our coffee. I'm not sure how many of you are watching out there that drink coffee, but man, I got this new French press. You just throw the coffee grinds in there. I do about 2 scoops for a cup this size. And I'm talking scoops as in like, you guys know those teaspoons? Not tea. Those soup spoons that you can get at some restaurants. I'm not sure what type of restaurants. I can't remember that. But those, I think Chinese restaurants. You get the soup and they give you those, whatever. Anyway, I use 2 scoops of that. Boil some water. Airspeed is really high. We're at 3,500 feet. A little higher than what I wanted. I want to come back on the throttle here. Pick our nose back up. We'll just keep 35. Still on track here. Heading the right direction. But yeah, do 2 scoops of that. Then I boil the water. Pour the water in there, and it's crazy because the first time I've ever did it, all the ratios were just perfect. So I've never switched to that. I do exactly 2 scoops, and I fill the water to the exact line. Let it sit in there for about 2 minutes, and then you press down, and it filters the water from the coffee grinds. And not once have I ever had a coffee grind in my mouth or anything like that. And it's just amazing coffee. Before, for years and years, I would drink coffee with creamer. But it actually wasn't until I got the French press to where I was just like, there's no way I'm putting creamer in this beautiful coffee. Let's take a look at some scenic views of Cancun. Beautiful out here. Man. You guys need to let me know if they've incorporated emergency scenarios or situations. Not in a game mode necessarily, but randomly flying. Like your engine goes out, your elevator goes out, some random stuff. On free flight. Like, I don't know if they've incorporated that on free flight. I believe in 21, that was the last one? I believe in 21 they did that. Like, if you went into free flight sometimes, something random would happen. And I think I've seen it in this one, but I don't know if the game was bugged or not. It's done it a few times, actually, in this one. The engine would go out, but then again, I would load into the game and the plane wouldn't start. So Just hard to tell. Guys, let me know in the comments what they've done with that. I don't really read the patch notes or anything. All right, we are out in the water now. And this should actually be the island that we're going to. All right, let's check our altitude. 3,000 still, we're doing great. We are on track. Airport should be coming up shortly. All right, we are now about to hit our flight pattern for landing. Has us doing a bunch of extra stuff, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna come in landing. Should be flying over the airport now, and this is it. So we'll be landing here after we finish this flight pattern. I'm gonna go forward a little bit more. We're gonna do a right turn into our downwind, then a left into our base, and another left into final. All right, we're coming up on our base now. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and get that speed all the way down. I'm cutting off the power. We're at 101. Should be good. I'm gonna be looking for flaps here soon as we enter our downwind. I'll give it a little bit more power as we hit this turn. That's the airport there on the left. All right, we're getting a little bumpy here. It's all right, watch my speed. And I am in the white for first notch of flaps. It's a little bumpy here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit my first notch. Flaps 10. Coming up on our base here. We're a little high. Cutting power again. I'm gonna bring my nose down just a little bit. Power back on. 1,400 feet. We'll lose a lot of that on our base. 1,300. I'm gonna start our turn into base here, watching my power. Power's losing. I'm gonna bring my power back up. Up, 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 up. All right, we're back on track there. And we are on base. Time to lose this altitude as best we can. And still have the airport in sight. Gears obviously down. Picked up way too much speed here, and we should be on flaps 2, but we're not. All right. Turning into final now. We lost all that speed, so that's good. We're at 1,000 feet. Gonna go ahead and hit flaps 2. And runways in sight. Don't want to overshoot this. Bring some of that power back. All right, we are looking good for the runway. Runway is in sight. Altitude 800. Speed 60. Gotta watch that speed here. All right, guys, I haven't landed in a long time, so don't hurt me. Zero cockpit. Locked in. Ooh. I think we take those. That seemed a little smooth. Definitely a great flight there. Great flight there. Man. And well, I guess we'll stop here at the fuel station. Definitely a great flight there, everybody. I appreciate it. We are out of here. Thanks everybody for watching. Definitely did real good on that one. It was a smooth landing for me. You guys let me know what I could have done better. I know my speed and my altitude there was a little shaky, but we definitely recovered. Smooth flight. Thanks everybody for watching. See you on the next one.